teman-teman, kali ini saya mau share tentang Mercury Retrograde yang sudah berakhir di tanggal 29 Agustus kemarin ya. Kita sekarang masih ada di periode the shadow of Mercury Retrograde. Maksudnya apa? This is the time where we still feel some of that energy, some of the Mercury Retrograde energy, but we are slowly getting out of that phase. And pas banget karena sekarang gate-nya kan 40 dan 64, which is about setting boundaries and about getting clarity. So I think this is the time to integrate the lessons that we learned from Mercury retrograde. Nah, when we talk about retrograde, mau itu Mercury atau planet lainnya, because a lot of planets are going into retrograde saat ini, dan Uranus September ini juga retrograde ya. Now, if we see the retrograde season, it's all about redoing something. It's about re-evaluating. It's about reflecting. Yeah. And if we look at the dimensions, okay, the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and at soul level. So the physical dimension dari retrograde season is to remember, to know that you are a member of this universe, to know that you are a member of this vast cosmos, to know that you are a member of everything that is happening in this world. So you, even though you think that your contribution is very small, but you do make a significant imprint on this life. And without you, that signature or that imprint will be hollow, will be vacuum. And so going back and remembering that we are entrusted by God, we are entrusted by the divine to play a significant role on this earth, and that role we have chosen. So it's not just a role that seperti pekerjaan yang dikasih gitu ya, yang diberikan, and we need to just fulfill that job. No, it's actually a role that is aligned to our blueprint, aligned to our design, aligned to the way that we actually want to feel and be fulfilled. Okay, so on the emotional level, it is about relating, yeah, relating and about relationship and how we relate to ourselves and relate to others. Apalagi ini Mercury. Mercury is about mindset, and mindset is actually the relationship between your mind, your heart, and your body, to your soul and to the collective. Yeah. And on the mental level or 3D level, it's to realize. Realize, kalau di bahasa Inggris, is to make real, to make something concrete, to make something that you wish you can have, to materialize, to be realized in the 3D world. Okay, so it's not just dreams, it's not just imagination, but it is manifesting in your 3D life. And on the spiritual level, on the 4D level, is to review, and review is to review, melihat ulang, ya. Viewing life from a different lens, viewing life not from our lens of wound, hurt, pain, and suffering, but viewing life from a new perspective, a perspective of wholeness, perspective of understanding, perspective of oneness, perspective of love and joy and appreciation. Okay, and then on the 5D level, on the soul level, is to reflect. Reflect is to, kalau bahasa Inggris juga, is to become a reflection of the other. Seperti cermin, when you look at the mirror, you will see a reflection of yourself. Now, if you have purified your 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, the reflection that you'll see in the mirror is going to be a higher point of view, a higher understanding, a higher sense of unity and connectedness. And this is also going to reflect in your relationship to other people, in your relationship to your surrounding, in your relationship to your work, in your relationship to your family, to the environment, to cosmos, and to God. Yeah. So basically, whenever there is a retrograde season, understand that this is a period to go into yourself, to retreat. ya, and dan mengamalkan semua ini, to remember, to relate, to realize, to review, and to reflect. Oke, dan untuk Mercury retrograde kali ini, karena yang di-highlight adalah gate-gate yang ada di Codon Ring of Union, which is, pertama di gate 59, setelah itu yang di-highlight gate 4, lalu gate 29, dan sebelumnya gate 7. Tapi Mercury nggak retrograde di gate 7, tapi gate 7 itu, prelude ya, mengawali Mercury retrograde, dan, gate 7 it's about the gate of the alpha, atau becoming part of the whole, leading from your uniqueness, but serving the collective atau serving the others ya. Dan dalam konteks relationship, which is being part of the family atau being part of that relationship that actually makes the whole more strong than if you were not there. Okay. Um, ini aku review dulu some of the gates. Gate 59 ini Mercury retrograde dimulai dengan gate 59, dan ini saya udah bahas juga gate 59 di video sebelum ini. Gate 59 is basically the gate of sexuality because it's the gate of relationships, a gate of bonding, the gate of intimacy, the gate of transparency, because a lot of people don't understand what intimacy mean. They feel intimacy is when you tell the other person what you need, what you want, what you expect, but that is not intimacy. This is telling information. But intimacy is basically when you are true to yourself and to other people, when you don't have hidden motivation. Hidden motivation itu artinya apa? Hidden motivation is basically when you feel afraid to show your true wants, your true desires, your true purpose, ya. So instead of saying langsung gitu, okay, I want atau I aspire for us to become this, you go into other ways. Maybe you go into manipulation. Manipulation is basically not getting directly to what you want. So manipulation is basically you try to people please, atau you try to gaslight the other person, atau you become defensive, atau you deflect. Yeah, all of these ways are ways that, or you even go and blame. Yeah, these are not straight and direct ways that we ask for the other person for what we want or what we need. But intimacy is basically when we want to understand the other person better, because we already understand ourselves, and through that understanding we can become whole. We can fulfill the channel 5, 9, dan 6, which is the channel of creation, and the channel di sini disebut sexuality because it's seeing and bonding, seeing into the other person and bonding in a way that is more intimate than in any other relationship. And then setelah gate 59 masuk ke gate 29, ini juga saya udah bahas ya di video sebelumnya, karena matahari juga sempat transit di gate ini, dan karena Merkuri dan matahari itu sangat dekat, maka gate di mana Merkuri retrograde itu matahari juga pasti akan melalui atau akan bertransit di gate-gate itu ya. So it's the Mercury retrograde was basically preparing us for the transits of the sun. Nah, gate 29 is the gate of perseverance, which is commitment and dedication atau perseverance. So kalau dilihat dari tadi, dari hubungannya dengan gate 59, when you already understand the other person, you understand yourself, and you know what kind of relationship you want and how you want to move forward, this is the time that you can commit to that relationship. And you need to commit from a state of of clarity, karena because this is sacral energy. So if you're not using your sacral energy in a right way, you might fall into the wrong relationship. Dan relationship di sini bukan berarti hubungan serius ya dengan orang lain, but just misalnya kerjasama dengan orang, ya, partnership, or maybe you're just having misalnya lagi ngobrol dengan teman and something came up dan kalian janjian untuk melakukan a certain project atau a certain activity together because you found yourself aligned in the values. Now, when you've already done the 59 to get PR dari gate 59, you can step into 29. Tapi pesan dari Mercury retrograde kali ini, do not say yes if you don't have clarity, if you don't have that transparency, if you don't have that understanding. Okay? Because if you do say yes without clarity, this is going to be burdening you and you will end up feeling resentful and probably burnt out from that relationship atau from that activity ya. Dan gate terakhir Mercury retrograde kemarin itu gate 4 which is the gate of formalization atau this is the gate of answers. Dan ekspresi tertinggi dari gate ini adalah the gate of understanding and forgiveness. So in any relationship we are always going to be faced with conflict. And if that conflict is navigated solely, purely based on logic, artinya ini hak aku, ini kewajiban kamu, kamu nggak melakukan A sehingga kamu harus mendapatkan konsekuensi dari A itu yaitu bla 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 gitu ya. It's not going to nurture the relationship. Yes, on paper kalau kita ada sengketa dan kita ke pengadilan, yes, that logical energy is going to be the base for conflict resolution. However, in our relationship, understanding the point of view of the other person is what is going to resolve that relationship. Dan pesan dari gate 4 juga, it's about understanding the role that you play, not just what other people need or need not do to you, but what you yourself contribute in that partnership atau in that relationship, because we all are playing a dance together. Nothing happens in a vacuum. Everything happens because we participate in it. Either participating actively dengan mengambil tindakan tertentu or passively by not taking any decision or by giving other people our power, by giving our power away to other people. Okay, so ekspresi tertinggi dari gate 4 ini, it's about reaching that level of awareness to forgive other people and forgive ourselves as well, because we know that other people might not be acting from a place of integrity. And if they're not, then we can remind them. But if they still move in that direction, then we can just let go. And forgiveness is not about permissiveness. Ya, jadi kalau permissiveness is I know you're doing it wrong, tapi ya udah deh aku maafin. Atau I know you're hurting me, tapi aku maafin. No, that is permissiveness. Forgiveness is letting it go from your mind. Taking it out from your energy, yeah, that is to forgive. So you just dibagi ya, forgive, you give it for them. Okay, so whatever that is burdening you, you give it for them. It's their burden, not yours anymore. That is the true meaning of forgiveness, because sometimes we feel that we are burdened or we are caged in our relationship, whilst actually we do have the key and we can become free if we want to, if we have that kind of understanding. Okay, so lastly, untuk Mercury retrograde kali ini, the gates, yeah, talked about resolving relationship, and resolving is to solve atau to become one through that intimacy, and to relate better, relationship, yeah, to relate better to other people and to resolve it by knowing what part are we playing and in that conflict, and also where we will fit, because sometimes masalahnya itu bukan di kecocokan, but actually because we are all over the place. Yeah, we don't know that we are supposed to be here and they're supposed to be here, but we want them to be here, but they're not fit for that role. Their role is here, gitu ya. Jadi kalau if we can accept and understand that they cannot play the role that we want them to play, misalnya di tengah, because the right place is di pinggir, then we can forgive them for not being able to fulfill all our expectation. And we can also forgive ourselves because we cannot fulfill other people's expectation. Maybe your parents wanted you to be in the center, but you're not in the center. You are in the sini gitu. You're here, but you're playing your role, and this role is more aligned to you. It fits you. It feels good for you, and um, you are optimizing your life force. So why not? Why not shine from where you are? Okay. So, sebelum mengakhiri pembahasan tentang Mercury retrograde September ini, Uranus juga retrograde dan Uranus retrograde-nya di Taurus ya. Dan Uranus retrograde di Taurus is about letting go of the need to feel safe and to feel secure. Bukan berarti I don't need to feel safe and secure. No, but understand that safety, security, stability do not come from the outside world, do not come from someone else. Nobody or you cannot count. Kita bisa mengandalkan orang lain untuk memberikan perasaan itu ya ke kita. Safety, stability, and security. Those feelings come from inside. When you trust yourself, when you trust God, when you trust that the universe is providing, okay? When you trust that you're stable because you understand where you are and what role that you play. When you are able to harness your emotional energy and your instinctual energy, and you're not burdened by your mental energy. Oke, so untuk Uranus kali ini dia retrograde-nya di gate 8. Retrograde Uranus ini 5 bulan ya, karena memang Uranus itu siklusnya seperti itu, retrograde cukup lama, lalu dia akan normal lagi, retrograde lagi, and so on so forth ya. So for now, Uranus is retrograding in gate 8, which is the gate of contribution, which is authenticity and expression ya. Ini aku bahas juga kemarin di full moon in Aquarius karena Aquarius is the house for Uranus, and it is it plays a major role in it will play a major role in our lives for the next 6 months karena full moon kemarin itu was very very potent menurut aku, and so if you want to know more about that, please check video full moon in Aquarius, meskipun agak telat postingnya, but I believe that the effect of that full moon is you're going to see it 6 months from now, and you can also reflect on what happened 6 months before. Okay, so balik lagi ke pesan dari Mercury retrograde, which is about resolving relationship with yourself, relationship with other people, finding your unique voice, finding your authentic contribution, because only then will you be free from the chains that are holding you right now. Okay, thank you very much. Sampai ketemu lagi di video berikutnya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.